Like and subscribe now, or you're gonna have bad luck this week.
If you're scared of ghosts and never stay awake at night just so you don't have to encounter them, we've got bad news for you. There are numerous misconceptions about ghosts, one of which is that they only appear at night. However, it will be clear from the various clips in the video that ghosts do roam around in the daytime too, so hang tight. Number 10. Ghost caught by police. Isn't it funny that the police have resorted to arresting ghosts? Wait till you hear this one. This footage, uploaded to the Hidden Underbelly's 2.0's YouTube channel in May 2018, supposedly shows a ghost that was seen inside a police station in Trstenik, Serbia. According to the story, a woman entered the police station claiming that she was being followed by what she thought was a ghost. She said that the mysterious figure had followed her to the town fair and that it seemed to have been somehow jumping from streetlight to streetlight. Shortly after the woman reported the bizarre incident to police, their internal surveillance cameras captured this creepy footage. After the video surfaced on the internet, many viewers felt that the figure had to be a ghost, a sentiment that is hard to deny, especially considering the woman's story. What do you think? Does this surveillance footage actually show proof of the paranormal? Unfortunately, without further evidence, we may never know for sure. Number 9. Ghost attack in a Malaysian hotel. In this next clip, a man is seen standing in a hotel's lobby before suddenly making a run for his life. It is clear that he has seen something. Seconds later, an armchair starts to slide across the floor with no obvious reason behind its movement. Another CCTV clip, allegedly recorded in the same building, shows a woman in a conference room using her mobile. She turns her head abruptly a couple of times, but it is unclear what she's looking at. But as she turns back to her phone, a chair next to the table she is leaning on suddenly moves, causing her to leap backwards in shock. Incredibly, as the woman tries to make for the exit, 2 large tables and several chairs are slammed against the door, blocking her escape route. Clearly terrified, the woman retreats to a corner of the room before she falls to the floor. As she lies there, the chairs keep on moving in the room. This video caused shock among viewers on the internet, but some self-acclaimed scientists commented that the whole thing was fabricated. What do you guys think? Number 8. Ghost in the elevator. This footage shows a creepy photo of an elevator's interior. Elevators exist in all buildings to take you up and bring you down within a few seconds. The footage you're about to see was first posted in 2014 by an internet user, Eskimo J. He claimed that his friend, a doctor, took the photo while he worked in a Bolivian hospital. According to the internet user, the doctor and his friend were having a chit-chat when the elevator door opened. They didn't notice it at first, but when they finally came back to their senses, they saw that no one was inside. Shocking, isn't it? If you take a closer look at the picture, you'll notice a female figure with a typical long black hair. Here we are again with the whole white robe and black hair. Some people who have seen this picture think it's the same cliche story and shouldn't be taken seriously. But wait for a second. The ghost in the elevator is wearing a hospital robe and not the traditional white robe. This could be a ghost of someone who was previously receiving treatment in the hospital before passing away. She probably chose a symbolic venue to camp, pending when she'll be resting in peace. The elevator is a transition point from one floor of a building to another, and so it could mean her spirit has neither moved to heaven nor hell. Number 7. Ghost at a funeral. If there is one place you wouldn't be surprised to see a ghost, it's undoubtedly at a funeral. People gather to bury the dead at a funeral and are not merry with spirits. This footage was uploaded by Chris Vranovic, but a closer look at the image shows something unusual. You may be skeptical to quickly conclude that this is a ghost, but hey, it's a funeral, you know. Friends and family gather to bury Jasmina Dominic, a young lady who had been missing for a whole 18 years. After waiting for over 2 decades for her return, they gave in and accepted their fate. She would never come back, and so they needed to move on. The image looks like a ghost standing behind mourners and probably feeling emotional. It is static, and we don't know why it had to stealthily keep mourners company. Maybe Jasmina Dominic was truly dead, but her spirit moved around town restless. Perhaps she was bored and saw the need to watch her funeral. Who knows? She was only 23 years old when she mysteriously disappeared. She had told her dad she was going to work on a cruise ship. In February 2019, her body was discovered in a fridge in her home. Her sister was later arrested on suspicion of murder. At last, Jasmina Dominic would rest in peace. Number 6. A ghost mingling mingling among patients. This footage shows a spirit merely mingling among patients in a hospital. Hospital Juarez was opened in Mexico City in 1847, and it is a medical center known for its appearance of ghostly nurses. She was a nurse from the mid-1900s, and she usually appears in well-ironed nurse uniforms. She is also known as the Iron Lady. Many think she is a nurse who deliberately killed her patients. There are many variations of her existence, but what stands out is that she appears in a couple of hospitals in Mexico City. Many hospitals that experience her appearance claim she appears in her 90s uniform and heals patients battling for their lives in emergency sections. The next day, these patients are transferred to the regular ward. When asked how that happened, they attribute it to a nurse who came at night to heal them. Apparently, this photo is the only proof of this ghostly nurse's existence. Number 5. Boy attacked by ghosts on the news. A boy accused a ghost he nicknamed Doobie of stalking him for reasons he couldn't explain. When the local news agency decided to cover his story, something spectacular happened. As he sits in the garage chair, he calls out the ghost, but suddenly his chair knocks back. If you look at this video clearly, it would be hard to say this child was acting. He could be haunted by a real ghost, or maybe this child misses his friends. Number 4. Ghost in the office. If you agree that ghosts appear anywhere, you'd expect them to show up in the office too. This footage shows a woman clad in a white flowing robe and moving from one office to another. Her long black hair resembles what we know as the regular ghost-like picture. Is this a prank? Even if it was, what aim did the prankster hope to achieve? This event happened on the second floor of Infosys, a technology firm in India. Is it a coincidence that the ghost appeared in a technology firm? Who knows? Let's hope it doesn't infiltrate any of the machines and cause them to malfunction. A local newspaper took this revelation seriously and decided to launch an investigation, gathered employees, and asked if they noticed anything unusual the previous day. Only one employee admitted that he heard a strange sound from the storeroom that same day. What we don't know is whether this strange knock is connected to the appearance of the ghost or not. What do you think? Number 3. Security footage captures a child ghost. Children are always cute and charming creatures, regardless of their background and culture, but have you seen a cute child ghost before? Well, it would be almost an irresistible sight, with a mixture of admiration and heightened fear. In this case, a CCTV camera caught a child ghost wandering and crossing the road as desired. Judging from the scene, it's possible that the child might have died of an accident, probably on that same road. He wants to slip back into life, but CCTV camera is always on the guard to capture both ordinary and bizarre scenes like this. Despite this, the ghost child won't stop looking for his body where it was lost, and which must have likely been buried already. Saddening, yet scary. Number 2. Ghost following kid. This footage is yet another daylight adventure captured by a mom when her son was riding a bicycle for the very first time. She decided to film it. While her son cycles, she senses a strange appearance in one of the balconies in front. She zooms in to glimpse that a man is standing there, looking like he's observing the kid. It's like he's monitoring every event on this street. You are able to see the mysterious figure very clearly. Locals say that it could be a ghost who lives in one of the apartments in the building. We just hope she didn't take her son to play there ever again. Number 1. Moth or a ghost. At number 1, we have this spooky video of ghost activity that was recorded inside a closed theater after a psychic medium show. A chair mysteriously moves back unaided in the CCTV footage, and unexplained beams of light float across the room. It was recorded at Brookside Theatre in Rumford, Essex in 2014. Medium Roy Roberts, who performed at the theater the previous night, believes the video could prove there's a resident ghost, or it could be a moth. Have you ever seen a ghost in broad daylight? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.